Assalamu alaikum students. How are you? I hope all of you are fine during this holy Ramadan and performing your duty very sincerely. Alhamdulillah, I'm also fine. Students, I am Marufa Akter, English teacher of Shaheed Uttam Lieutenant Anwar Girls College. And I have started completing sentence rules item 7 in your English second paper, and I divided this class into 4 parts, and I have already completed 3 classes of this completing sentence. And students, today is the last class of this topic, and I think all of you are ready with pen and copy, and I hope also you have practiced another 30 rules of what I gave in the last classes. Okay, and let's start the class. 31 number rules. When you will get because of, on account of, owing to, due to in the given part of completing sentence, you have to complete the part with meaningful word or sentence. Examples: everybody loves him because of his dash. Then you have to write honesty. Students, here I have given another color for your better understanding. I think you have understood this. And next one, on account of his illness, he could not go to the college. And last one, the writer dared to drive due to fog. That means you can get the blank at the beginning or at the end, but you have to write according to the given part. No sooner had, this is very important rules and very attentively you listen. No sooner had, when you will get no sooner had, then you will get conjunction then. Scarcely had or hardly had, you will get when. And next part, what you have to complete, that part you have to write in past indefinite. Okay, students, let's go to examples. Examples. No sooner had, and you get had in past perfect tense, and after had always you have to use past participle form of the verb, and you will get this in the given part, and you have to complete only with uh, past indefinite part. Example: no sooner had I gone out than he came. You have to remember, with no sooner you have to use conjunction then. And students, you make mistake here, then and then, and then is conjunction and then adverb, so don't mingle here and remember this spelling CHAN. Next one, scarcely had we reached the station when the train left. Last one, hardly had he reached the college when the examination began. Next one, let alone. Let alone means cannot imagine. Okay, when you will get let alone, you have to use with meaningful word or phrase. Examples: he cannot pass in third division, let alone first division. That means he is unable to get third division, but on the other hand, we can't imagine this to get first division or A plus. That's why it is written let alone. Next one, I cannot swim a kilometer, let alone 10 kilometers. Here you can say in this way, that means you can't swim a kilometer only, so how it's possible to swim 10 kilometers? In that case, cannot imagine, you have to use let alone, and you will get let alone in the question. Just only you have to understand the meaning of this, and you have to fill up this according to the rule. Last one, the old farmer cannot visit a small town, let alone a big town. Here you have to think let alone, here small town, before that you have small town, so after that you have to use like this, a big town. That means similarity, you have to just think before the word of let alone, then you will be able to write the completing sentence accurately. Next one, the place. With place, we have to use where, and after writing where, you have to write meaningful affirmative sentence. As for example, Joshua is the place where he was born. The place related with place, you have to write where. A railway station is a place where trains stop. So after place, you have to use where and meaningful affirmative part. And next one, Paris is the city where UNESCO headquarters is. And students, and before previous, that means I told you in the previous class, you can fill up this completing part as your as your wish. That means according to your capability, you will write, and it depends on your creativity. You can write another sentence, and I suggested you to not to memorize the answer, just only you will memorize the rules of the completing sentence. And in that rule you got place, and with the place related where. But when you will get time, year, day, all these are related with time, so you have to use when. And when, then meaningful affirmative sentence. Examples: Saturday is the day when the week begins. The day, so it's time, you have to write with when and meaningful affirmative part. 1971 is the year when Bangladesh became independent. If you want to write when we achieved independence, when we achieved freedom, that is also right. And I told you it depends on your creativity. Okay, next one. 10 p.m. is the time when we go to bed. Okay, student, next rule. 36 number, that. When you will get only that in the given part, then you have to write meaningful sentence according to the given part. I know that. I know that. The next part you have to write. He is a doctor. If you want to write, he is a teacher, he is a freedom fighter, that is also right. Next one, he knows that my address is Tangai. If you want to write another address, that's also right. Next one, 37. Here I have given few words. You have to memorize these words. Feel, suppose, imagine, discover, know, judge, assume. Then when you will get these words in a given part, you have to write to be plus adjective. Examples: we assumed him to be honest. And here you have to remember, after to be, you have to write adjective. Here innocent is adjective. He was judged to be guilty. Next one, I know him to be honest. So here you are getting innocent, guilty, honest. All these three are adjective. So remember, after getting these words, you have to fill up with to be plus adjective. 38 number, as long as. When you will get as long as in the given part, you have to write meaningful sentence. And all the completing rules, for all the completing rules, you have to remember, obviously your given your answer, what you will write, that must be meaningful. Examples: wait here as long as it rains. Okay, after as long as, you have written it rains. And next one, Allah will help us as long as our aim is honest. Students, here not only for your study, you have to be honest, for your life, for your practical life. Not only you, all we need to be honest. And if we are honest, Allah must help us. Okay, next answer. Allah will help us as long as our aim is honest. Remember this. So be honest. 39. Till or until. Then you have to write meaningful affirmative sentence. Wait until I come back. Next one. Mother will be nursing him till he comes round. That you will get until or till. After that, you have to use meaningful affirmative sentence. Students, today's last rule, in case. After in case, you have to write meaningful sentence. In case means if. Examples. I will come tomorrow in case he wants me. Next one. I want to stay home in case he comes. Last one. He will carry an umbrella in case it rains. Okay, students, I think you have understood all the rules, but I'm repeating some important rules you just marked in your copy for starting again and again. That is conditional. If a word, and I gave you few rules, if plus present plus future, if plus past indefinite past condition, if plus past perfect perfect condition, then had. So this part, and it is time or it is high time, this rule, as though, as if, this part, list, this one, no sooner had, scarcely had, hardly had, these rules, let alone, though, although, in spite of, despite, since, as, because, when, where, providing that, without, or by plus verb ing. All these rules are very important, what I told now. So you will practice again and again. First of all, you will learn all these 40 rules, and next time you will practice more these words. And for completing sentence, you have to learn some important proverbs. Okay, so you will practice from the board, and I told you at the first class also. And if you don't understand, obviously you will inform me through your comment in your group, and you know you have a group. And thank you very much, students. Allah Hafiz, and don't forget to perform your prayer. Allah Hafiz.